Well, we're back again with yet another No Fluff analysis. This time I'll be talking about Nadine and Linnea's United Front, the new summon showcase running from the 12th of June until the 22nd of June, UTC. Let's get straight to it with the first adventurer added with the showcase, the 5-star Flame Lance, Nadine, the Selfie Addict. Nadine's best skill is Snappy Selfie, which deals one hit of up to 822% damage to enemies ahead, inflicts burn and dispels a buff from each target. It also deals bonus hits based on the number of enemies and allies in the skill's area of effect, Nadine included. If the skill deals 3 hits, the user's energy level will increase by 1 stage, and the skill will deal a bonus hit of 164%. If the skill deals 4 or 5 hits, the user's energy level will instead increase by 3 stages, and the skill will deal a bonus hit of 329%. At 6 or more hits, the user will instantly become energized, and the skill will deal a bonus hit of 575%. Note that this skill can be skill shared at a cost of 7 points, so everyone can take selfies. Nadine's second skill is Careful Composition, which applies one of 2 buffs at random. The Passionate Photographer buff increases Nadine's strength by 30% for 15 seconds, and the Trend-Setting Photographer buff increases her strength also by 30% for 15 seconds, but in addition also triples the number of hits dealt by Snappy Selfie. The hit increasing effect does not stack. Regarding this hit tripling effect, Nadine does not deal triple damage with this buff. She deals the same amount of damage split across 3 times the number of hits. Nadine has the Lance hit point co-ability, and for her Chain co-ability, she grants flame units burn equals user strength, granting units a 13% strength buff for 15 seconds upon inflicting burn. In terms of other abilities, Nadine has Extra Energy, which is an 80% chance of an additional energy stack when gaining energy. She also has Stun Resist and Energized Strength, granting 20% strength for 15 seconds each time Nadine is energized. It's not mentioned in the news posts or her abilities, but Nadine also has a unique attack string and Force Strike. I'll stick a link in the description for someone else's video so you can see how it looks. Overall, I think Nadine will be a pretty fun unit to play. The Flame roster, especially with Stun Resist, is pretty dominated by Marth, however, so reasons to pull for Nadine will either be purely fluff based, or if you're lacking a strong Flame DPS with Stun Resist. Her Chain co-ability is also quite interesting. A 30% strength buff upon burning could warrant putting Nadine in the backline of Burn Inflicting Adventurer. The next unit added with the showcase is the 5-star Shadow Blade, Linnea, the Taciturn Warrior. Linnea's first skill is Bliss Eternal, which activates the Cluster Amaryllis buff. This buff grants Linnea a 3 charge level Force Strike, which deals extra damage to poisoned foes at level 3. Linnea, while charging, is immune to knockback and takes reduced damage from certain enemy attacks. After at least 1 charge level, taking damage will cause Linnea to stop charging and release her Force Strike at its current charge level. Linnea's second skill is Lycoris Refrain, which grants Linnea a non-stacking 30% Force Strike charge speed buff for 15 seconds. The effect of this skill alternates. Each other cast deals damage to enemies ahead, dispelling a buff. Linnea has the standard Strength co-ability that Blade units get, and for her Chain co-ability, she grants Shadow units 6% light resist at 80% hit points or above. For her other abilities, the first of them is Blissful Memories. The skill gauge for Linnea's skill 1, Bliss Eternal, will fill by 30% if 3 Force Strike hits connect during the same combo. Linnea also has Blindness Resist, and plus 50% Force Strike damage. So Linnea's Force Strike scaling is pretty huge. At maximum level and maximum charge, her Force Strike deals a total of 2,548% damage against poisoned enemies. I think this could be even stronger than Hunter Berserker, since my napkin maths puts him at roughly 1,200% on his level 3 Force Strike, though Linnea's 1 charge is slower and requires a buff to access. Her Blindness Resist makes her slightly awkward to fit into current endgame content for Shadow. Paralysis Resist is much preferred against High Jupiter, and against Kaiyan, I think only the rotating orbs inflict blindness. I guess Paralysis Resist is also preferred against Kaiyan, but with some effective dodging and knowing when not to try and charge the Force Strike, Linnea should also be able to deal some decent damage. Shadow itself is also pretty stacked in terms of strong adventurers, but if you happen to be lacking strong units such as Gala Alex or Gala Cleo, Linnea could be a decent pickup to fill up your gaps. While not explicitly part of the showcase, we also have some Wyrmprints added with the showcase, the first of which is the 5-star Wyrmprint, Me and My Bestie, granting 30% Burning Punisher and Energy Double Buff. This print will finally supersede Elegant Escort as a Burning Punisher print. It's a direct upgrade, but the Energy Double Buff is fairly lackluster unless you already generate energy by yourself. All in all, it's an excellent print for Nadine, as it also synergizes with a Halloween Lowen on the team, but still a great print for other burn-inflicting adventurers. I'm curious to see how this print would perform if you use a Gala Cerise in your backline for her Chainco ability, granting energy with a 20-hit combo, so this could very well be a potential strategy for a Marth paired with a Lowen for some additional energy from the Energy Double buff. The 4-star Wyrmprint is A Bouquet, which has Life Shield prep, granting a 15% hit point shield, and also 10% defense at 70% hit points or above. This is a purely defensive print. Maybe you could use it as a weird alternative to a High Dragon Child print, or maybe to protect adventurers that like to be at maximum hit points against scratch damage. Overall, the applications I can think of are pretty mediocre, so I can't really imagine you wanting to get this Wyrmprint at all, even if you are a collectionist. Well, okay, I suppose that's the only reason you might want to get it. In terms of all the content that's rated up on this showcase, we have Cerberus, the 5-star Flame Dragon granting Strength, we have Lowen, the 4-star Wind Healer who had a newly released Mana Spiral, and Juggernaut, 4-star Shadow Strength Dragon. My overall thoughts on this showcase? I think this is really only a showcase that you'd pull for if you like the design of the adventurers, or if you're lacking strong flame or shadow adventurers, which at this point I think is only really the case if you're a newer player. As for myself, who knows? I wouldn't really recommend pulling if you're a long established player, but I don't know, maybe I'll just use some pulls and generate some content, that kind of thing. Who knows? Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, take it easy, stay safe, and I wish you luck in your upcoming polls.